Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Brent Watches Babylon 5 for the very first time. Today, I am watching an episode called A Race Through Dark Places. I have no idea what it's about. I've never seen it before. This is my very first time going through it. You guys get to join me. In the last episode, we watched Soulmates, which was just a fun episode. Like, I'm sure that we're going to look back on that episode and be like, yeah, it really wasn't that good. But it made me laugh. It was fun. I had fun with it. The one before that, though, was the one about the Mars guy and the space zombie and Psi-Corps. And so I said here, I was like, this surely couldn't be a Psi-Corps episode. Like, Bester couldn't come back in this one because Jeff had been saying, bring Bester back for a couple of episodes now. So who knows what this is about. Before I get started, I do want to say, please don't forget to like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. We are getting ever closer to that 1,000 mark. It's a big number for YouTube creators. It's a kind of line of demarcation in many ways. And we would love to be able to hit that number. That would just be awesome. You guys have been so great out there. You guys truly are the best part of this whole show. Your comments down below, this community that we're creating, you guys getting to talk and discuss stuff over on Discord with what we've got going on. So you guys keep that up. That's fun. You also can have another Discord that has Jeff and I in it, which would be a lot of fun. Go to patreon.com and check out our Patreon for that access. But for now, let's jump into A Race Through Dark Places.
The space on Babylon 5 is at a premium. The larger the living quarters, the more Earth can charge for rent. They've decided that our quarters are larger than necessary. They want us to relocate to smaller quarters or start paying rent.
Rent?
Yes, sir. 30 credits a week. Starting immediately.
30 credits.
And this us would be...
How much is a credit?
Yes, everyone else is...
They want $30 a week?
Yeah, well, you can tell
to stay there? Like $120 a month?
30
like
credits a week, sir. It's not that much.
I don't
As she said, it's not that much.
I don't care if it's 1 credit a month. Let's divide us on this. It is wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, we were on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, busting our butts for Earth, and now they want to charge us for an extra 5 square feet?
7 feet.
But
that's
whatever.
It? That's it? They're making that over 7 square feet?
And you can tell those bean counters that they can go
I'm
to
sitting
hell.
in an area that is
both of
more
us.
than 7
Yes,
square
sir.
feet. Oh my gosh.
It was starting out to be such a nice, quiet little day.
Like, my desk and my chair take up more than 7 square feet. Okay, maybe not quite, but that's nuts.
This is unnecessary, you know. You just give us the information we needed to stop this.
Oh my gosh, it's
don't blame
Bester.
you.
It's
Fell under the influence of outsiders. We are your father and your mother. Don't force us to do this.
Dude, he's a bad dude. He is a bad man.
We know there's an Underground Railroad helping unregistered telepaths. We know you gave them access to our files. Who was your contact? Who's running the operation?
It's probably on Babylon 5. What do you think?
I caught it just before he died. Babylon 5.
You know, this one couldn't possibly be about Bester, could it? Jeff is never going to believe this. He is not going to believe this. I'm going to get a text message from him at any moment because I know he's watching this episode right about now as well. There's an underground railroad with a central clearinghouse on Babylon 5. This one has Star Trek message written all over it. This looks like it could be a good episode, which great because we've needed one here in season 2.
Nibble a little bit here, a little bit there. Next thing you know, you're not even in charge of your own command anymore.
No taxation without representation. Give me liberty or give me death.
Abso-fraggin-lutely. Bunch of
Fragging.
butt scratching, hand wringing, penny pinching. Let's stick it to the new guy pinheads. All of them.
Captain, there you are. I was
Yeah, we
looking
haven't
for
seen
you.
Delin like really in a while,
Yes,
have we?
we do.
We haven't had a good Delin episode.
Privately.
Of course.
It would help if I knew more about your people.
I see. So, what would you suggest?
Dinner.
Dinner?
Did she invite him on a date?
In all my time here, I have rarely sat and just talked with you or with any other human.
One day they're shooting at you, the next day they're taking you out to dinner.
On a date.
What a universe.
A Psi-Corps representative requests an immediate appointment with full command
Oh, look.
staff.
Bad guy coming on the station. But how far in the episode is this? This is a while. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. We finally get bad guy coming on the station. That used to happen within the first 10 seconds.
That's damn ironic, isn't it? The Corps got started because we were afraid of telepaths. Now they're victims of our own fears. And we took away every right they had and shoved them into a big black box called Psi-Corps. Now look at them.
Wow.
Black uniforms, jack boots, giving orders. Some days they scare the hell out of me.
Yeah. If you ask me, we created our own monster. And maybe we deserve it.
All right, time out. Is there an insinuation here that being an underground railroad, obviously that has a direct tie back to slavery? Is there an insinuation here that telepaths are slaves? And I mean, he talks about it like, we took them, we shoved them in this box, we did this, and now they're taking over. And he says we created our own monster, have turned them into this. That could lead to some interesting discussion right there. But overall, he says we shoved them into that. Like, does that mean that they're slaves, that they don't have a choice in what they do? Because certainly we have seen that the Psi-Corps folks, like, they don't get that choice, right, to live life, because they either join the Corps or they don't become a telepath, or they go on the run, right? Interesting thoughts. All right, let's get back to this.
Did you scan them?
Ms. Winters, you know the rules against scanning normals without their permission?
Normals. Okay,
So,
sorry. That
are you
is
scanning me?
like just the fact that telepaths, or that they called non-telepaths normals. You have normals and then you have telepaths. Like, that just tells telepaths that you're not normal, you're weird, you're different, you're not on the same caliber as everyone else. We might be onto something here. Well, look how pretty she looks.
The woman who sold me this told me that I would definitely turn heads.
Yeah, well, if they turn much further, you'd be sued for whiplash.
He is
what would you like to
flirting
start with?
hardcore.
Start.
Oh my gosh.
We believe that no race can be truly intelligent without laughter. In Temple, we spent one whole year just learning how to appreciate humor.
A whole
Seemed very
year?
strange to you.
Wow.
No other race we've encountered has anything similar.
Back on Earth, we have the Laughing Buddha. And then there's the school of Zen mysticism that teaches enlightenment through laughter.
It would appear that we have much more in common than we imagined.
There you go. That's a good Star Trek thing right there, right?
Who'd have thought?
You look at this. You got two enemies who are now out on a date. One of them is trying to reach out and be a bridge.
Ah, Ms. Winters. Good. I know it's late.
And I say we have much more than we in common we can imagine.
Perhaps you'd join me for breakfast tomorrow morning.
I'll be there.
These two are totally not recorded at the
Good.
same time, like, at all.
Good night, Ms.
You know what this feels like? That feels like when you go to like Disney World or Universal or one of those theme park places that they have the attraction queue lines, like one of the pre-shows to one of the attractions, and they have the live person there, but then they have like the person that was in the movie or whatever, like, recorded up on the screen, and there's enough pauses that they're supposed to go back and forth and make it seem like it's a real conversation, but you definitely know that it's not. That's what that feels like. Mm-hmm. Holy crap. He get locked out of his
Forget it.
room.
They've been sealed.
What?
Direct orders from Earth Central.
Knock, knock.
He's
Who's
got
there?
Dad jokes.
Kosh.
Kosh who?
Gesundheit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Give me one more.
Were you like this when you were married?
Huh? Yeah.
Lumen was a saint.
Well, at least I'm an intelligent life form, according to the Minbari.
Oh, that's funny.
In position.
He's made it. Made it. Made it.
Get down!
Oh, dang. What'd they shoot her with?
Why else would they try to kill me?
Is this a multiple choice question?
What about Talia?
As far as I know, she got out.
You mean you haven't heard from her since the attack?
No, but I'm sure she's fine. It's me they were after.
Unless they took her in order to get to you.
What a...
Has that thought ever occurred to you now that you managed to save your own skin?
Won't do them any good. She doesn't know anything that could hurt me or the Corps.
Because it's all about him.
Doesn't get it, does he?
Wow.
Just heard from the people running the Underground Railroad. They've got Talia. No, she's okay. They
How does
haven't
he
hurt
know
her, and they don't intend to.
Railroad?
They want to arrange a meeting between you and the head of the operation. Just you, nobody else. And if anyone else shows, the meeting's off.
And if I don't come, what happens to Talia?
Nothing. No, this isn't
Is
a
it
hostage
Franklin?
situation, Captain. The situation is spinning out of control. They're
Is it Franklin?
trapped.
Is
They're trying to find a way
is
out without
he-
anyone else getting hurt.
The Underground
think I can
Railroad
trust
guy? Is he
Yeah.
part of it?
Why?
I can't tell you right now. I guess you're just going to have to trust me.
All right.
He's totally part of it.
When and where?
Hello, Captain.
I thought the message said for me to come alone.
It did.
Well, don't you think your presence might scare off the guy who's running this operation?
No, not really, considering I am the guy running this operation.
I nailed it. Man, I've been good in this episode, haven't I, guys?
I hope you
Haven't
have
I?
one hell of a good explanation
Oh
for
my
this doctor.
word. I don't know what I like about this episode more. The episode itself or the fact I've been right about so much stuff. Okay. This is good TV. This is where everything is getting really interesting.
Come back with me. You won't be harmed.
Of course they will.
Uh-oh.
Talia?
That's the real reason we wear gloves, isn't it? To keep us apart. But what happens when the gloves come off?
It's not working. Someone is fighting us. You!
I suggest you take a different route back. We'll, of course, deny all knowledge of this unfortunate incident.
I don't suppose anyone would like to tell me what just happened.
And then you see,
What's... Did they
Lester
just
came
fake
down the
him out?
hallway, said something,
But that's not what he saw.
which was? I thought Psi-Cops were too strong for that sort of thing.
Individually, yes, any one of us alone never could have done it. But together, we were able to burrow past his defense.
You won't have a problem keeping an eye on him, will you?
No. No problem at all.
Good. Well, see you next time, Ms. Winters.
She can keep him out. Or not. Oh no. Oh no. Did he catch something?
Yes.
I bring gifts.
Miss Winters is late.
I know. I need someone to talk to. And strange as this sounds, you're the only one I can think of. Unless my being here offends you.
No, you don't offend me. But that does.
Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. That's big for her. So that was an excellent episode. This is what I was expecting from season 2, folks. This is what you guys were promising me. That was fantastic. There's so much there. One, they went back on the Jason Ironheart stuff and picked that thread up because they did it and then they dropped it and did nothing else with it until now. When we saw her throw that penny through the wall, holy crap. Looked like into some marble. I don't know why they have marble out on Babylon 5, but dang. An Underground Railroad. This whole idea, bringing in and comparing telepaths to slaves, the way that Psi-Corps is forced breeding them, forced marrying them. You either come or you are destroyed. You're either a part of it or you're not going to be able to exist. You're separate. You're different. You're a threat. Oh my gosh, there's so much there that I think we could dive into to discuss and to talk about. There was some lightheartedness. There was some humor in this episode, which was great. It was a good balance. I think I saw JMS wrote this episode. It was very well done. Very well done. I liked this one a lot. And particularly the whole thing with Delenn and Sheridan on a date. Okay, if those two become an item, I think I said last week about Garibaldi and Talia. Maybe it was this week too. Both weeks. Like, we've kind of got this Garibaldi Talia thing going on. I'm a fan. Delenn and Sheridan, possibly, maybe they went out on a date. I don't know. They look like they're having a whole lot of fun, and Sheridan got a goofy smile on his face now. So yeah. The idea that Talia can block Bester from scanning her mind, that's kind of neat. Tons of stuff. I'm gonna have to watch this one a couple more times, I think, at least once before going in to record with Jeff. So hey, speaking of which, you guys make sure you tune in on Monday when Jeff and I are going to release our episode where the both of us get together to talk about this one. We'll do a deep dive into everything having to do with this episode. We'll rank it with Deltas and Star Furies. I think this one's going to go high. Not like it has a whole lot of competition this season so far. Just being honest. But thank you guys for joining me in this episode of Brent Watches Babylon 5 for the very first time. Please do remember to like and subscribe if you like what we have going on. Tell your friends, talk to us, comment down below, go leave reviews, all that sort of stuff. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. Have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy, I see I'm going to stop because I'm missing some out there. I know I am. Happy whatever you celebrate, guys. You know, love all the way around. You guys are awesome. We'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.